Welcome to Lawfolds Farm for episode 22 with me, Mr. Sealy P. As I mentioned in the last episode, before I get over and get on with the compacting on the bunker silo, and I will do it, don't worry, I do need to get some fertiliser on this field. Because somehow I seem to have missed it, and I don't know how I've managed to do that. And it's on its final growth stage, apparently. If we look at the map, if I look at growth, it's dark green field 32, and the soil composition is only on its first fertilising state, so I'm not quite sure how I missed the second one on that. This one's on its first fertilising state and it's on its first growth stage, so that's going to need fertilising as well. So I'm going to crack on. Now, I did think about setting a worker, which I might well try, but it doesn't always let me. Oh, okay, fingers crossed. Those row crop tyres on, no damage. Oh, fingers crossed that'll work then. So I've got a worker on here, fertiliser spreading. I've got a worker on field 28 and 29, cultivating. There's a section over there, hasn't been done yet. I might have to do it myself, just it's an odd angle, that's all. And I need to now sort out the equipment for sorting out the bunker silo. So a couple of jobs that are cracking on with workers, and I'm glad the workers are working now because I've had a few issues, but they seem to be okay. I might have to deal with this bit myself in a second, otherwise it's going to miss a bit. Actually I will. I'll take over now, I think. There's a bit of an overlap though. Make sure I get that. I think I'm going to have to do the bottom end as well, I think, because I think to enable it to turn around it's missed a bit, but that's not a problem either. Hopefully this will turn around the right way at the bottom, otherwise it's going to go back over what it's done already. Okay, right. Everything is ticking along rather nicely. Oh, that worked out almost perfect. Brilliant. Okay, we're up at Aberdeen and Northern Mars, and I'm going to, where are we? Lease the wheel loader, the JCB 435S. I think I'm going to get it with the twin wheels. I think that's probably the best bet. Front twin wheels, rim colour I'm going to change, why not? 15,000. I will make that money back. And then I'm going to go with the Lizard Universal Lightweight Bucket. And I'm going to lease that as well. I'm leaving it black, I'm not that bothered. 360 is not going to break the bank. Here we are. That's quite cool with the yellow actually. Front twin wheels are going to make it a bit interesting going on the main road, but I'm sure we'll be fine. That's a big bucket, but it'll do the job. That sounds amazing. Just need a gap in the traffic now. That should do. Right, we'll get this over to the biogas plant and crack on. Now, as I may have mentioned before, this isn't the way most people do it. I know that. They'll use compactors, they'll use the rec jumbo, various different things, levelers and all sorts of things. Me personally, this is just the easy way of doing it. What I'm going to do first of all is get this front hopefully smooth. Smooth. Crikey. And fill up the gaps as I go across, which will bring this up to the right level, hopefully at the top. If I look to the side here, you'll notice that will start to fill up. It's a bit twitchy at the moment, but that will fill up the bunker silo. If I can get up the top there we go. So we'll gradually fill up any gaps there are, and it will make it relatively smooth on the top, which means it's much easier then. I don't want to catch any more in the bucket. It's much easier then for compacting, so you can drive up and down on the top and it will compact it. So that's what I'm trying to do, is get into a kind of a neat stack. Raise that up like so. Which it will gradually do. Once it's quite neat at the front, I'll then move to the back, do the same thing at the back and get this bunker silo as neat as I can. Then it just becomes a case of driving up and down to compact. So I shall continue doing this, trying to avoid dragging too much out the front when I do it, otherwise that makes life a bit tricky as well. Now that the top's flat and I've got a slope at the front, slope at the back, it's all on here, all nice and neat. I'm at 31% compacted. It's just a case now of driving up and down. I know most people will do it, they'll compact as they go along. Each load they put in they'll compact, so the last load it doesn't take quite as long. It's as long as it's short. You compact as you go along, it takes time. You do the whole lot, compact to the end, it takes time. It's not going to take too long. You've got a long enough surface at the top here with this amount in here that I can drive backwards and forwards for a little bit and it will compact relatively quickly. I say relatively quickly. you don't want to have to sit and watch me doing it, in all honesty. I'm keeping the bucket nice and high, that way if for any reason I go back too far and drop, it's not going to pick up a load of chaff in the bucket. What I could do is just go off the end, drop the bucket off, and then it's not a problem at all. which is probably a better idea. But it just in me talking, I'm nearly up to 40%, so it won't take long. I'll be at 100%. As soon as I hit 100%, I'm going to blanket the silo. So I'll see you in a minute. There we are, we're on 99, 100%. Done, compacted. Didn't take too long. Took a while, let's just say that. Right, I'm going to park this up to one side because I'm going to need this later. It is only leased, hopefully, I'm just thinking actually, hopefully within the time frame we should need to use it again. Still, it'll be cheaper to release at midnight than it will be to lease it again, so I will do that. Okay. Blanket silo. Blanket silo was covered. 1% fermenting. And off we go. Okay, so that's all that done. Silaging sorted. Chaff in there. Just a touch under 900,000 litres. Jobs. Next thing on the list. Oh, I'm trying to think now. The worker finished on 28-29. That's cultivated. So actually, what I can do is put the cultivator away. That should be the next step. Now, this video, provided you watch it all the way through, should go out now on, should be Sunday this is being posted, hopefully. Myself and Moomin Seal have been busy on Sandy Bay preparing it. We have added some money in. We've bought some equipment to start the farm off. There's a fair bit of equipment. There's enough tractors and vehicles and all the rest of it to get going. So if there are 6 players on there, on PS4 you can have 6, I think it is, yeah. For 6 players. So it's kind of set up, it's ready to go once we start. I'm not sure what day we're going to start. We might, I don't know, if we get a chance we might tomorrow, I'm not sure. But say tomorrow, that would be Sunday, because this has been recorded Saturday. The password for the multiplayer game, if you come across it, if you look for it, will be monkey, as in the animal. All lowercase. I was going to do it as friends only, so anyone who's sort of added me on PSN as a friend. I'm not going to leave it open, but it will have a password, and the password will be monkey. So if you're on PS4, if I'm on the multiplayer and we're playing and you want to join, provided there are enough slots there, it will be monkey lowercase for the password. It will probably be up as Mr. Sealy P's multiplayer, I would imagine is what it'll be up as. But anyway, that said, Massey Ferguson, we are done here on field 32. That has been fertilised. We need to fertilise field 34. So that's next on the hit list. I need to check the animals. I do that sporadically throughout the course of any 24-hour period on here. Because, yeah, actually, saying that, let's just put up here. if you look at the conveyor belt, whilst the feed area is clear, the conveyor belt is full. So let's deal with that. There we go. We'll go around, check on the animals in a bit anyway, but let's crack on. Now hopefully a worker will work on this field. I have had trouble. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to do what I did before, go to the bottom end and come up, because of that bit that sticks out. It just makes more sense as well. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll work. This was barley I think I put in this. So let's swing that round to about, say about there, I think. Let's try a worker and see how we get on. Okay. Good news. Okay, that's working. Brilliant. So, leave a worker to get on with that. While I was out and about, I thought I would just check on the animals. I remembered that I dropped a straw bale around the back, so that can be pulled in. Excellent. Make up some power food, because all the animals, the sheep are fine, but the pigs and everything need a bit of a top up. I'm not going to do all that on the screen, but I just only remembered this needed doing, so I think I will need 2 hay bales, which I've got to try and do without knocking the stack over, which didn't prove as easy as I thought it would do before, but let's see how we get on. See how we go. Okay, that's not too bad. There we go. Okay. I do like this wrapped bale grab on the front. It's brilliant. Brilliant bit of kit. Anyway, I digress. Let's get this done. Feed them. We'll be good to go. They're taking a lot more than I thought they would. No way. Okay, yes way, the whole lot. Let's have a look. What we're looking at, power foods, yeah, that took all of that. Wow. Right, water's not too bad for the cows, straw, grass is okay. The pigs need a little bit more work. They've lost about a third. I say lost. They've used about a third of theirs. They're okay for a little bit. I can leave them for a little bit longer. Have got another cow. Have got some more pigs, and I think a couple of sheep as well. So not bad at all. That should keep them ticking over for a little while. Okay, right, what was the next job? Oh, that was what I was going to do. I was thinking about maybe starting a harvest. I've got a lot of soybean ready to go. The harvester is sitting by field 33 because I thought I would do another like wheat harvest. I think it's wheat, or might be barley in that field actually. Come to think of it, what was in that field? Let's have a look. Yeah, 33 is wheat. I thought I'd probably do 33 because it was ready to go. That said, I've got soybean, and soybean sells for a fair bit. So I think I'm going to do a soybean harvest. I might start on 26 actually. It's a big field, but I've got the big harvester. So that's going to be the next job. It's going to start on that. I'll probably finish that in the next episode. And chances are, I'm trying to think, it takes about 6 hours for silage to ferment. So also got to do the harvest on 22 so I can get poplars in the ground. So that was the other thing I was going to do. So yeah, a few things bubbling away. I've got to remember it all, haven't I? But before I do that, there's a couple of bits here on 34 that the workers missed. So what I will do, where is it from? About here, I think. Yep. Okay. Do this section. Let's come back down again the other side actually, but get this done. Then I'll think about starting on harvest. Okay, that'll be this done. I will get to the harvest. It's all those little odd jobs around the farm that can need sorting out. Right, let's get this harvester over to field 27, and then we can sort out the harvest over there. Luckily for me, there's a bit of room in this field actually when you first drive in, so I haven't got to muck around too much with the header. It can be a bit of a pain sometimes, although it is a little bit tight with the fence. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Right, fold that up. I think I'll do a headland first. Let's see what the yield of this soybean's like, shall we? Go down a little bit lower. There we go, let's try that. Should be quite impressive. Depends what they're paying for soybean as well. Not so much what they're paying now, but once I'm done. I love this game, I really do. Right, let's set a worker. I can go and get a tractor and a trailer. Well, this carries on. Excellent. Well, JCB should do the job. Haven't used the JCB for a bit, but it could probably do with a bit of a clean. Look at the windscreen. Okay, stop dancing. Good. Just wait by the tractor for his lights to come on. I whizzed down the side of the field in the JCB because it said it had a nearly full grain tank. I just could not quite get to it in time to unload. So, best jump into the harvester and unload now. It's a lot easier. God, that tractor and trailer is dancing. Might change this trailer. I'm sure I said that before. Let me just check something actually. So this trailer is the big body 900 and that's 46,900. That's 47,000, but you need a dolly. The Joskin Drakkar is 47,000 and the Agroliner is 45. I might swap it for the Joskin Drakkar. Actually, I'm just getting that, so much wobble on it. It's a bit peculiar. And the Drakkar's a tiny bit bigger. How much is that? 59,000. Yeah, I'm going to buy it. And then I'll take the other one and I will sell that because that's just... I'll be annoyed actually if I get the Drakkar and it does exactly the same thing, but we'll see. Hopefully not. So once that's full, I'll empty it, sell it, and then we'll use the Drakkar. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I have decided. It has been decreed, and so it shall be. Finally, a full load. 46,900, just under 47,000. Highland Grain is doing the best deal at the moment for soybean. Now remember, I have got this set on easy, so the prices are higher, obviously, than they would be on normal or hard. I'm just curious to see what we're going to get here. I think it's going to be a fair bit. And then what I'll do is take the trailer back, sell it. I bought the Joskin, so I'm already down about 59,000 anyway for buying the Joskin. Let's see how we do. Oh my god. 189,899. Wow. Highland Grain was paying nearly or just over 4,000. The price is dropping just over 4,000 for 1,000 litres. So that one trailer load. Now my field 26 that I'm harvesting, I'm about 2/3 the way, just over halfway, maybe 2/3 the way across that field. I've then got field 27 and field 31 all have soybean in. So what I'm going to do now is take this back, sell it, not the tractor, the trailer, pick up the Joskin. Hopefully it will get rid of this tractor wobble that I seem to have constantly on this trailer, and continue with the soybean harvest. That is the end of the episode on that rather juicy payment. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.